President Michel, thank you very much for agreeing to meet with us. Firstly, as the president, what is your focal point for this year, 2010?
Well, I think what is important is for us to continue with our economic reform, which we embarked on about a year ago, and to ensure that we have a strong economy, a modern economy, although we have a lot of challenges in this turbulent economic process that the world is going through. But my aim is to ensure that we continue on the track that we have set. We continue to remain focused on further consolidating the economy of the country, and also to ensure that we continue to create more opportunities for the people of Seychelles and ensuring that they get a better life. And of course, when our economy develops, becomes stronger, we are better able for us to sustain the social gains that we have achieved over the last 3 decades in education, in health, in housing. And also my aim is to continue to empower our people, especially the young people, which are the future of the country. Empower them, and especially now with the creation of the university, I think it will give them more opportunities to empower themselves, to get access to better education and obtain the skills that will enable them to take the country forward.
Mr. President, what role is the Seychelles playing in the development of the African continent?
Well, we feel that we can also share our experiences, our achievements with other countries in Africa, especially being a small country with only 85,000 people and having a stable system of government, having stability, peace here. And with limited resources, we have managed to develop our country to the level that it is today, that is recognized throughout the world as having put a lot of effort in the development of our people. So I think we have a lot to share with our African brothers and sisters. And in that respect, we are prepared to bring our contribution to other countries in Africa, and also through the organizations to which we belong, like SADC, COMESA, and also the AU.
Now, the Seychelles were rated second in the Ibrahim Index for 2008 for good governance. What is your formula for good governance?
Well, we have always put people at the center of development, and we have invested a lot in educating our people, in providing free education, free healthcare, and also affordable housing. And we have always sought to empower our people so that they have the skills to be able to move forward into the modern world. And at the same time, we have also strong institutions, that are transparent, that are credible, and also the population has access to these institutions. And I think all these have put us on the list as second country in Africa, with the as a second country in Africa for people development.
The Maritime Security Conference is currently taking place, and of course we know that piracy is a big problem that the Seychelles is tackling head-on. To what extent do you perceive the threat of piracy on the Seychelles Islands?
Piracy is a big problem, not only for Seychelles, but for the region and the world and the international community, because piracy affects the sea lanes that all the countries of the world use in this area. But Seychelles, being small, being in the center of the Indian Ocean, is directly affected. And last year, and even at the beginning of this year, our economy was badly hit through piracy. Our fishing earnings went down by 30%. And even our tourism also industry was in a way affected, especially the yachting business. And also it affects the the cost of living in the country, given that insurance has gone up by 50% because the ships have to cross the dangerous sea lanes of the Indian Ocean. But it is important for us to be able to work together with our partners, and this is what we are doing, the European Union and other countries of the region. And I think the conferences that are taking place here on piracy and port security and so on will make more people, more countries realize the importance of dealing with the problem. It's a big problem which has to be addressed. And now we are addressing the question of piracy at sea, which is good. We have to do it, and especially the neighboring countries which are being affected. But the solution lies in the international community being able to resolve the problem in Somalia itself. As long as Somalia is a failed state, piracy will continue. And also it could give, it could also create a situation whereby it could evolve into a more dangerous thing than just piracy, into terrorism and so on. But I think the international community, the AU, for example, should be more active in trying to find a solution to the problem of Somalia itself. So for the time being, we are, as much as possible with our limited resources, doing our best to protect our country, to protect our resources, but we have to work with the partners in the region and also other organizations which are engaged in dealing with piracy.
Now, being such a stable country, what advice would you have for your neighbors, Madagascar? Of course, we know what the political situation is over there.
That are being made to bring about peace and stability in Madagascar. And now it seems as if we have a roadmap towards elections later this year. And it is my wish and my hope that the roadmap is respected and that we have elections later this year to ensure that Madagascar returns to peace, stability, which is very important for the economic development of the country itself and also the region. And for us, it is important that there is peace and stability in Madagascar. When Madagascar succeeds, everybody else succeeds in the region. So we will continue to bring our support and also perhaps to follow the example of Seychelles, where we have a vibrant democracy, where we have tolerance, where we talk and discuss instead of resorting to violence and confrontation.
The World Cup 2010 is just around the corner. Just out of curiosity, are you a soccer fan?
Yes, I am. In fact, I'm the patron of the football association in Seychelles, and so we are very happy that the World Cup will be held in South Africa, on our continent. We're very proud of it. Already it's a victory for Africa and a victory for us as well. And furthermore, I think what is very important for us is that we have a Seychellois, although we are only 85,000 people, we have a Seychellois who has been chosen to officiate in the games in South Africa as a referee, out of 4 Africans chosen to referee the games. So we feel very proud that the Seychellois has worked hard, has persevered to be able to reach that level. And I am sure that the games will be a success and a victory and an achievement for South Africa and our continent, Africa.
Thank you very much, President.